What up, everyone? Welcome to the ebox podcast, the only podcast where we start off being sponsored by the letter E and suddenly end up sponsored by the letter H. If you know, you know. I am one of the hosts, Dusty Dan, here, alongside our other host, Dazethesparkfem,
E.
and our other host, Wolfy.
Hello.
If you hear us coming through his microphone at some points, it's because he actually broke his headphones, so he's kind of stuck on the.
Not in a rage fit, I should add. Not in a rage fit.
What'd you do? Sit on him?
I mean, we all know. We all know I got a dump.
We both got dumpies. Anyways, so this podcast is something we're gonna start doing probably once every week or once every 2 weeks, depending on our schedules, with life going on and everything like that. But it's just basically us talking about the open mic community and virtual performing scenes, and also kind of giving tidbits of each, and also talking about random nonsense.
Yep,
Sports.
about the random nonsense that only nobody else cannot see or say.
Like
Exactly.
sports.
Or TV shows, but we are in the VR open mic scene and also the VR virtual performance scene. So let's go ahead and kind of get to know who we are here. Since this is the first episode, we're just gonna get you guys to know who each of us are on a little bit more of a personal level, so you know what to expect from us. So we'll start with Wolfy. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
Alright, thank you, Dusty. Much appreciated, brother. Hello, guys. My name is Wolfy. I am one of the co-founders. As a matter of fact, we're all founders of this wonderful podcast known as the ebox podcast. I have been with the open mic community since 2021-ish. First got into the open mic community via the Midnight Munchies, and I later on became good friends with my good friend Manifesto. And ever since then, we've been kind of inseparable. Even though I no longer am a part of Midnight Munchies, I still keep in contact with him, let him know how life is going and stuff like that. And he is just by far an amazing person, and definitely was the right man to get my foot in the door for virtual performing and open mics and stuff like that. I occasionally sing. Well, my performing style can vary from rock and roll, heavy metal, to country, and to even doing a little bit of stand-up comedy from time to time. Even though most of my shit is kind of ripped off from Randy Feltface and Ron White. But the important thing is, I want you guys to know, is that we started this podcast to make sure that we here at the Ebox Podcast can give up and coming platforms and, most importantly, up and coming artists that perform on, VR chat, open mics, and stuff like that, and give them their chance to also have their own platform to come out here and perform from time to time. And even now, later on down the road, we could have, live performances and stuff like that from these up and coming open mic stars that are just rocking the world right now. I mean, we've got people from all different kinds of life. We've got, people from Munchies. We got people from virtual performing. We know all these good people, and we'd love to give them their opportunity to, come up on our little stage over there and show them that we do have a community following. But anyway, that's pretty much all I'm gonna say. And I ain't got nothing else pretty much to say after that.
Alrighty. So I'll go ahead next because Daze is pointing right at me. He's like, "No, you go." So my name is Dusty Dan.
It's just like
I
that
am
at your wedding.
exactly. He's like, "You go first." So my name is Dusty Dan. I am a open mic showrunner. I am a open mic co-host, and I am also a virtual performer here in VR chat. I started open mic around 2023. Actually, 3 years to be exact from the day for open mic. So happy anniversary to me, I guess. I
Yay! Get the popcorn and confetti and strippers.
We have a budget for strippers?
I don't know.
But I also have done IRL performances at a couple of conventions within the East Coast. One of the biggest ones being Anthrocon. I did that one for 2025. I am also trying to get in for 2026. But I've also done Furrydelphia in Philly, and I have also done a couple of live performances outside of VR chat and the furry fandom as well, and a couple at some meets. So with the performance stuff, I do rock, metal, dadcore, butt rock, but I've also dabbled into like country, pop, hip hop, rap. So you'll see me do all kinds of different stuff within VR. But I'm also hosting shows and co-hosting shows alongside this being here with Renegade Entertainment. I co-host 2 shows with Daze, which are Living Up in Paradise and Walk the Red Carpet with Shimmering Light. And I have my own show every other Thursday at 5:30 Eastern, known as the Dust Bowl International. Me talking is making Wolfy sleepy. I can see his avatar's eyes closed.
No, I'm just looking at my phone, dude. I'm trying to check and see where my bourbon's at.
Oh, that's right. If he disappears, this man's got alcohol on the way because we are celebrating the very first episode of the podcast. Other than that, the one thing I can say is I'm probably the oldest in the group, I think, in the trio of us.
I'm 27.
Yep, I'm the oldest. Back in my day. Yeah, so I started the open mic in 2023, like I said earlier, mainly going to a show that Daze was co-hosting for, and that was a competition show, and that was where I got my foot in the door, and then I went to Midnight Munchies later on down the road and really started to kind of roll with the punches on open mic and then get into virtual performing as well with a couple different small shows, even doing some other shows for some other groups, not just myself, but also with a band that I am a part of that Daze is also the manager for, and that band being Fangs Under Fire. I am currently the frontman and rhythm guitarist of the band, playing alongside Hazelnut, Wolf, Spectre, and Archangel. And I'll go ahead and whore myself out here with advertising. We do have music coming out soon. We're in the process of working things out. We're taking it slow, just so we can get everything all nice and organized and make sure it's the best kind of hard rock and metal music that y'all want to hear, so you can get your horns up ready to go. So, other than that, I've also done some solo stuff, music-wise, but I also enjoy being around these 2 goobers, especially this one, many, many, many times. And, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, on to our last host of the podcast before we do random questions for all of us here. Go ahead.
Oh shit! This is our founder, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi. Hi.
This is how we normally talk.
I am
sometimes when
Daze, of
we're-
course. Yes. I don't really talk, but at the same time, I do talk based on what's going on. My name is Daze. I am, of course, one of the founders for this podcast, ebox podcast. I started doing open mic around 2021. 5 years, right? I know, crazy, really crazy.
We're
My
now
first
considered
instance
gray muzzles
was
in the open mic
being-
scene.
Yes. First instance was oh, someone want me to check out an open mic community. So I'm like, okay. So before Renegade started, I was part of a different group called TNG. When everyone was like together and all that, and everyone went their separate ways. Then as soon as that was gone, I was waiting for a different open mic community to happen. Renegade started. Then I started the first couple months. People were asking me, "Oh, you should host." I'm like, I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. I was scared. I was really scared. Then I got a pep talk, and I got a certain host that I would not say now. But he kind of let me host the show, his own show. So I did. I was scared. I was scared of singing, but people motivate me to. There was people out there who motivate me to not be afraid. So I did. I sing my heart out, and people enjoy it, and people wondering, just you should have your own show. I'm like, nah, I could wait. I should probably wait until I'm ready to do it. Then just 2 years later, I have my own show. Two different hosts let me into their lives, let me coast with them, and they were happy about it. Really am. Then a couple months later after that, I have my own show. Have my own co-host. I have multiple people there. Just like I will never forget that. Would never forget that moment that I made people on the way be themselves more than any other host. Oh God, Jesus, a long years, right? 5 years later, I'm just here today.
Okay, Daze, we understand.
Wondering.
Super emotional right now.
Yeah, just 5 years later, just worrying about myself. Just, am I doing a great job hosting 4 different shows? 4, with alongside managing a band, alongside of being an event coordinator for some communities. How do I feel about that? Let's just say that I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm stressed out. To be fair. Honestly, to be fair. But that's what I've been doing, just helping out others, helping out others, trying to let them be them. Not just letting other people realizing that like they want them to change. They want them to change to be a different person. But they're not. They will be themselves. All that matters. That's all that matters. They will, like Dusty and Wolfy. Never let other people say otherwise for who you are. Always know that no matter what happens, you always have people by your side.
Exactly.
Always.
And so
Amen
that's
to
who
that,
all of
Reverend.
us are. And ironically enough, what Daze was saying was going to lead to actually a question I had for all of us here, and that was, what's one piece of advice you would give to somebody who is just starting out in the open mic scene, we can go ahead and skip you, Daze, because you already said it. Just be yourself. So,
Always be
Wolfie?
yourselves, no matter what's going on in your lives.
And what about you, Wolfie?
I
What's
agree.
your one?
I agree. Uh, that's a good question. I don't know if I can top what Daze just did right there, but I guess the one thing that I would probably say is that don't care what the naysayers say, because they ain't you. You're you. All right. Always be the best possible version of yourself, just like Daze said. Another thing that I can add to that question is that it don't matter rain, sun, shine, sleet, or snow, sickness, whatever the case may be. Show up, just do your best. That's the only thing that we ask for, is that you give it your best. And when you give it your best and people go nuts for your best, the whole world is different, man. It really is. So the one thing that I'm basically trying to say is that it don't matter what other people say, because the haters ain't us, you know? They hate us because they ain't us. That's what I was, trying to get at right there. But yeah, just show up, do your best, and whoever wants to bring you down, fuck them. Who cares? Excuse my French. I think that was our only curse word that we had in the budget.
Yeah. I'm sorry, we didn't have a budget for cursing, so that's going to be about 50 cents out of your pocket.
Yeah, fine,
There's
whatever.
another 50.
I don't need no budgets for curse.
Although we probably will need a swear jar for sure, so I'll probably have a little swear jar animated somewhere.
They put a penny. No, they put a penny every time you swear.
As for me, my advice would be to do what makes you feel comfortable when you go up on stage. If you go up on stage, don't do something that is super far out of your wheelhouse. Like if you love to sing, don't do comedy to start off. If you love to dance, don't try to do poetry. If you love to act like a fool on stage, don't touch a bottle. Anyway. But my point being is, don't start off by doing something you're not comfortable with. Like I said, if you try to do comedy but you're not comfortable doing it and you love to sing, don't do the comedy right off the bat. Do the singing, do the guitar playing, do what you're comfortable with and what you love to do, because people will see that you genuinely love doing that talent instead of trying to show off a different talent that you're not comfortable doing or you are not known for doing. Because people will show you that, hey, you don't seem comfortable doing comedies. What are you more comfortable with? And and you can tell them, oh, I'm comfortable singing. And they'll tell you, just sing. And it goes back to one of the things I was mentioned. Don't be something you're not. Be yourself. And that where it ties in is be yourself. Don't try to do anything that is not in your wheelhouse. Like, I'm not gonna go up on stage and suddenly be like, "What's the deal with them boys?" Comedy kind of style. No, you ain't gonna catch me doing that.
Says the one who is one. Yeah.
So
Yeah, don't forget that.
that is true. Wolfie, do you got a question for us?
I do, actually. That is a really good, analogy that we put forth there. I guess my question is that how do we explain pretty much, you know, VR open mics and stuff like that? How do we explain that to our audience? Because some people are probably listening to this for the first time and are like, what's a VR open mic? What is VR? What is all this fun stuff that you are talking about? And a lot of people probably want to know what all this stuff is. So how do we explain it to them? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but we might have like a few, listeners out there who may not understand what we are exactly talking about. And the best possible way that we can describe it or explain it is if we ask that question. So, how do we explain most of this stuff to newcomers that are just now understanding what this is and getting to know what VR and open mics are?
I think I could come up with a pretty quick and easy way of explaining it, but I'll go into detail. It is doing a performance without having to leave your basement. I can say that I live in my basement. I literally have a bedroom in the basement. It is like no joke. Um, but to keep a more technical answer to that, it is basically if you've ever seen like bars or clubs that have like open mic nights for comedians and performers, it's the same concept, but you don't have to leave your house if you don't want to go out to do that kind of stuff. It we basically a lot of people like myself, Daze, Wolfy, we bring the open mic experience to virtual reality or VR through through the means of VR chat. So that way, if people aren't comfortable with like leaving their house and going out in public to do this kind of stuff, they have another alternative to doing open mics, and that is either sit in front of their computer or putting on the headset or full body like I am and performing
Sorry to interrupt.
what they
I'll
love.
be right back.
The liquor has arrived.
It's close.
Oh, it's coming. Anyways. But like I said, it's more so we bring the open mic experience that you would see at like bars and clubs to VR chat, so that way you have a way to perform. Usually the theme of open mics is comedy, but we take the open mic concept and basically open up the box of it being just one type of thing to do and have everybody do their own thing. Similar to like a talent show, but without the stress of, am I going to do good for everybody? Is everybody going to love me? Am I going to win that trophy? Am I going to get $1 million? It's all for fun. What about you, Daze?
What about me?
How would you explain open mic, like VR open mics, to some of the new people watching?
How would I explain? Like, I mean, I've been of a mic franchise longer.
But if you were to explain it to somebody, like, oh, what's virtual open mics? Like, how would you explain it to somebody?
Do what you love doing. Like, it's a carefree community who supports anyone who is having trouble with basically anything. Like, if you're a singer, like it's a singer, but you call yourself trash, something like that, we don't care. We want you to have a best experience as possible, to have fun on the stage. Like, we don't care how bad you are. We don't care how much time that you want. How much time that you want. Like, to be up there. At all. Like, everyone is perfect just the way they are. All you guys are perfect. No matter how bad you are, no matter how trash you say yourself, you're perfect. As always.
I think I can add to that. It's basically similar to a phrase that a lot of I'm gonna get a touchy religious here. It's like how a lot of churches will say, we'll go off the phrase, come as you are. We're saying the same thing. Come as you are. Don't try to paint yourself as like in a way that you try to please everybody. In the instances for open mics, we just want to see you be you.
Yeah.
I think that's a big point right there. It's like with the virtual open mic scene, a lot of groups will sit there and say, just be yourself. Because when you be yourself, you tend to perform better, whether it be you doing comedy, you doing singing, dancing. If you just be yourself, you'll feel a lot better doing it than you would trying to put on an act. Like, don't come walking in here and just being like, "Hey, yo, how you doing? My name's Tony Danza, and here to perform for y'all for a comedy routine." And you're sitting there like some 30-year-old fat guy who likes to sing heavy metal, and you're sitting there acting like Tony Danza.
I can't.
Well, while Wolfie is away getting his alcohol to celebrate the occasion, first off, I will say this: we are all of age here in the instance. I literally just said my age out loud. I'm 30. We're all above the legal age in the U.S. and way above the legal age of anywhere in Europe and Asia and anywhere else in the world. So if you hear mentioning of alcohol in the podcast, we are of legal age. I'm going to say that very clearly. We are of legal age. Now, Daze, do you have a question for us to answer?
Just gonna keep thinking a lot right now. Not really. Not really.
Okay. I'll come up with one here, and I think we can also I'll also say we don't have to do open mic style questions. We can just ask random questions. So, I'm gonna do this one here. I'm gonna see if we can make this like a segment here called Song of the Week, and that is where we talk about one of the songs that we've had on constant rotation throughout the week or throughout the time that we have been away for the podcast, and just talk about the songs. So, Daze, do you have a song that you've been having on constant rotation?
On constant rotation. I mean, it's Coachella week for me over here, so Baka baka baka. Hold on. Oh, song of the week for me since Coachella week is "Man Child" by Sabrina Carpenter. So she is performing today. Yeah, performing today. So it's like, am I gonna watch the live stream? Yes. Do you have pass for it? No, it's too expensive. It's too expensive.
What we don't know is that he currently has the Coachella live stream on his computer on right now. We just can't see it.
Yeah, I have my phone right now. Just watching. It's watching Teddy Swim sing. It's watching Teddy Swim sing right now.
Oh, I love Teddy Swims. I lose.
Hold on. Actually, he's pouring right now. I should probably pop into the Coachella stream right now.
Well, while Daze is popping in the Coachella stream as well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. My song of the week currently is, there it is.
Yep. He's about to get on right now.
So for me, my song of the week is actually what was it? What's been on constant rotation for me? I've had too many this week, honestly.
Hold on, my bitches, the liquor's here.
Hey! So, we are doing a new question here, Wolfie, and that question is probably going to be a segment called Song of the Week, and that is where we talk about the song that's been constantly on rotation for all of us here. Daze said since it's Coachella week, it is currently "Man Child" by Sabrina Carpenter. I was just about ready to say for me, it is "Cloud City" by the New York band Varsity. And if you want a good example of mixing pop elements with heavy metal, that is a band to check out. I saw them live years ago in Maryland when they were touring with a band called Awake at Last for the radio station Sirius XM Octane, and they kicked ass. It was so good. And I never thought I would like a band that does a mix of pop and heavy metal like that, and they did a really good job. The other one I would say is, if you want to check them out, another one is for all of our Latin and Spanish fans out there, Spanish speaking people out there that are watching this podcast. Check out their cover of "Que Pasaría" by Bad Bunny.
Ah, good choices. Good choices. Going back to that topic, I think the one song that has been stuck in my head repeatedly was actually from a video game back in 2003, which was called Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2003. And by the way, I'm a huge Tiger Woods fan, in case you guys haven't figured it out by now. I
We
love
think
golf,
How you feeling about the DUI?
Yes. No, but in all seriousness, I'm glad he's finally getting help for it. You know, he's takes a lot of balls to admit you got a problem. You know, but yeah,
Agreed.
very proud of Tiger for seeking treatment and stuff like that, and I hope that everything goes well for him. So, but back on topic, Saliva Superstar. That has been stuck in my head repeatedly. But yeah, I actually, now you mention it, I just listened. Now that I mention it, actually, I was listening to it as I was taking a shower, because why not? It's a good fucking song. But it also, you know, was the one song that was repeatedly stuck in my head for like multiple days, and I was just like, I cannot get this out of my head until I listen to it again. And that's why I decided to listen to it again while I was in the shower.
Why not? But you mentioned
Exactly.
Saliva, and with the EA Sports games, the EA Sports, it's in the game. There was a Saliva. Exactly. There was a
There you go.
there was a song that was on one of those EA Sports games, NASCAR 2005 from Saliva. That is one of my all-time favorite songs. That's "Survival of the Sickest."
Oh yeah. I remember NASCAR 2005. As a matter of fact, that was the first video game I ever had with my original Xbox that I got for Christmas.
GameCube for me.
Oh wow.
I'm showing my age. My first console was a GameCube.
And I'm showing my age too. My very first console was the original Xbox.
Can I say how many consoles I have?
Yeah, sure.
GameCube, Game Boy, the original Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS5, the other Xbox One, PS2, PS3, PS4, Wii U, Nintendo Switch, and yeah,
And of course, PC.
PC.
Of course.
Although in your case, it's a laptop.
Yeah, a gaming laptop, but
But
yeah,
who cares?
yeah.
All right, let's see if I got another question here.
I actually have one.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Since we're on the topic of game consoles, and we already established, you know, the very first consoles we had and stuff like that, which consoles did you guys grow up with?
Oh, I mean, for me, it was the GameCube, Game Boy, Xbox, and PS2. If you're gonna go that route, but I have been able to, at one point in my life, open up a time vault with my family and found out that in my family, the first ever video game console that we had in my family tree was the Atari 2600.
Wow.
And that thing still ran, and it was basically brand new. So if I were to have sold it to get some cash, because of, well, spending habits, you gotta love them.
Yeah, you should.
If I would have sold it, which I don't know what happened to it, but if I would have sold it, I probably would have gotten a pretty penny for it because those Atari 2600s are like gold mines when it comes to
Oh yeah,
older
big time.
consoles. What about you, Daze? What were like the first like few consoles that you had growing up?
The first, of course, the GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
Um, GameCube. The original Xbox. The Xbox 360. Of course, PS2 and PS3. The Wii. The Wii. Like, majority of the time, I played a lot, to be honest.
So you'd be playing the Wii.
Yes. Nintendo 64. Holy shit. Holy shit.
I never had a Nintendo 64.
Holy shit, I forgot about that. If I forgot about that, I grew up playing that. Holy shit.
Oh, there we go. I think Daze has us beat on the early consoles that we played as kids. He played the Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I did it wrong. I gotta meme it up. Nintendo 64!
Oh,
And this is why we call Daze the chaotic yippie puppy.
Yep, very much so.
Eee.
Oh boy.
Now, what
I
about
guess
you,
it's my
Wolfie?
turn now, yeah?
Yep.
All right. So when I first started out gaming, like I said, the very first game console that I had was the original Xbox. Believe it or not, I've had all. He's waving and he's.
I was trying to keep quiet.
For audio listeners, you guys probably should watch the YouTube video for this one. You guys really
Yeah,
should.
he's holding a sign of the E that's in our logo.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. But going back on topic, I think like I said, the very first video game console that I had was the original Xbox. Believe it or not, I've had like all generations of Xbox. Believe it or not, I've had. Sorry, the booze is kicking in.
Checkmate.
Checkmate indeed, my friend. Checkmate indeed. But growing up, I had the original Xbox. I had the Xbox 360, the white one, then the black Xbox 360. Then I had an Xbox One, which I got in high school after getting good grades from from high school and doing good in DMLA and stuff like that. Which, by the way, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, DMLA is like a youth fraternity for like people ages 12 to 21, and it was probably the best time I've ever had in my life in high school. And then when the Xbox Series X came out, I actually got a pre-owned version of the Xbox Series X and set it all up, did it all myself, all that fun jazz, And believe it or not, I still have the original Xbox One that I had back when I first had it. The bad news is it doesn't work anymore, but I can hold on to it for sentimental value because it was the last gift that my dad gave me before he passed away. And I still hold on to it to this day. It's in a drawer in my dresser right now, and I still have it to this day. It's decked out with like a bunch of stickers and stuff like that because, hell, I loved decorating when I was a kid. But yeah, definitely grew up as an Xbox kid. Loved Xbox. Xbox was my shit. Xbox was literally my shit growing up. So, Didn't really.
So-
Well, the only downside of it is I did have a PlayStation 3, but that was only because I played Gran Turismo on it, and
Call of
that
Duty,
is.
Black Ops 3. No, not Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. The 2.
Yeah,
Ah, there
Call
you
of
go.
Duty Black Ops 2 was amazing for sure. But yeah, that's definitely the shit that I grew up with from time to time. And then I got myself my very own PC over here. You guys probably can't see it because, like I said, we're doing the video right now and we're in VR right now. So, but
I mean,
yeah,
if you send me a photo, I'll put it up in post.
go ahead, But
So-
yeah, That's it.
But I think
That's
I think
it.
we could probably say that you were considered like the Xbox fanboy at that point.
no, I'd say purebred.
Speaking of, I was gonna say, speaking of boxes, we got a box in front of us.
The cart.
Which actually, perfectly enough, leads me to a question I have for all y'all. What is currently your favorite video game
Oh man.
besides VR
Um,
chat? So I can't say VR chat because I'm always on VR
Why
chat.
can I say anything about it?
We can't say VR chat, so
No, because I'm pretty sure all of us here are degenerates that have like fucking thousands upon thousands of hours on VR chat on Steam.
oh,
But,
you have no idea.
But if I could go first, of course. I
Yes.
think the very first, well, not the very first game, but the game that I absolutely am in love with right now, Forza Horizon 5. Forza Horizon 5 for sure.
Nice.
Because there are like so many cars on that game that I wish I had, you know? One of them being the I think my favorite car on that game right now, that I have been absolutely driving the absolute heart out of right now. Definitely the Mercedes AMG one. Which, by the way, in case you guys haven't noticed, I'm a avid car nut. I work at a dealership, for fuck's sake. And
what
my
brand of dealership
second-
you work for?
Ford.
Ah, you work for the floppy old rotted dildos.
Or fixed or repaired daily.
Found on road dead. Backwards, driver returns on foot.
That one works too. But nah, I think my second favorite car on there, it's got to be the Lamborghini Centenario. Because the reason why I say the Centenario is because, you know, Aventadors are cool and stuff like that, but to have a Centenario is like baller status. I'm telling you right now. And I'm not talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson ballers, I'm telling you. I'm talking about avid fucking baller moves right there. You've got yourself a Centenario, you fucking achieved baller status right there. But anyway, that's my favorite game right now. Dusty, what about you, bud?
Besides VR chat, for me, my favorite video game, right now has to be like it's two of them actually. One is Riders Republic, because I grew up with a lot of like action sports, so I like skateboarding, BMX, motocross. So I grew up with people in that scene, such as like Tony Hawk, Travis Pastrana, Danny Way, Dave Mira, and even with current stars today like Ryan Williams, seeing him what he does on the scooter and a BMX bike. Woo! I'm sitting there going, my fat ass can barely do a backflip into a pool. Yeah, he's over here flipping his bike and flipping himself. So that's one of them, and the other one, I'm gonna go based on the hours that I have on certain games, and this one I have way more hours on than VR chat, and that is Gary's Mod.
Gmod, classic, fucking A, dude. I fucking love Gmod.
The reason why I had so many hours on Gmod is because of the fact that, going off my musical side, I had like firework mods, concert stage mods, and everything like that, and I would make little concert stage setups to like different bands that I like, such as Skillet, Red, Thousand Foot Crotch, Breaking Benjamin, Star Set.
Half the shit you just said right there is Christian rock. Just letting you know.
Breaking Benjamin, Star Set, no.
No, not Star Set and Breaking Benjamin. I'm saying Skillet,
Skillet,
Thousand Foot
Red,
Crunch,
TFK.
Red. Yeah.
I'll go with one of the bands that I performed a song from an Anthrocon 2025 that's Sent by Ravens. But I've also done stuff from like Awake at Last, Varsity, even some of the big bands out there like I've listened to like I just lost my train of thought there. Sleep Theory, The Funeral Portrait, 3 Days Grace. I Prevail before Brian Burkheiser left. I'm going to state that for a fact. I am not a big fan of the current lineup of I Prevail. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. Nothing against the band, even though there is some things going on behind the scenes I don't want to talk about and get into. And of course, like a couple times I've reinstalled the game just to have fun with some of the previous set lists that I've done with Fans Under Fire. Just to have a little bit of fun and see what I could do with that.
Cool.
So yeah, I would say those two. Daze?
So we're from game to music again, now back to games. How's that fun for that? How's that fair?
That's because I was describing what I would do in Gary's mod.
Not really.
Garl.
See, I'm right about shit. Anyways, I play mostly almost every game that I can think of. So like sometimes I stop playing.
Which one? But out of the games you played, what is the one that you currently are like a big fan of to play besides VR chat?
I don't have a favorite. Like a favorite game, a big fan of it wise. Like I just play it. I just play. I don't complain about it. I just play it.
Okay.
Like
well, in this case, what's been
Black
the most
Ops
recent
3,
game you played?
Respect.
mostly Black Ops 3 is mostly the game that I mostly play because the fact I miss, like, it make me feel like just I am it make me feel like I miss the old maps usually. Like for example, Singular, Origin, Buried, Transit, not Die Rise, like, Moon, the classic one, or like Nasty Toten, a classic first map from zombies that it scares everyone in the past. Really fucking did.
So you would say Black Ops 3 would be the one that you're like really into the most besides VR chat because of the zombies mode.
Zombies mode mostly I played.
There we go.
I miss playing. I miss playing actual zombies, but now it's difficult. It's difficult.
Speaking of zombies, going back to that topic real quick, I think my favorite zombie first-person shooter game, Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead.
Oh yeah.
I'm with you on that boat.
Yeah, both
You
1
know what?
and 2.
Yep.
This just popped in my head. Only because I saw somebody that we're friends with hop into Overwatch, but I'm gonna, instead of saying least favorite game, I'm gonna do this just to have a little bit of fun. Let's do what is your least favorite meme that has been going around?
Least favorite meme.
I think I can easily say for all of us what one of them is.
What?
6'7".
Oh, duh.
Oh, fuck me.
The worst part is
Not
I didn't know
literally,
the
not
origin
literally.
of. I didn't know the origin of it until I literally saw a video of a Dose of Buckley doing the worst songs of 2025, and he had it on his list, and is like, "This is what started the whole 6-7 meme was that song," and I'm like, "Oh my lord!"
Are you sure it wasn't In and Out?
No, it wasn't In and Out.
Okay. Oh shit! I just fucking sat up from my chair.
Hey! No standing on the couch.
Sorry.
We got her to play at Coachella. Yes.
This bean is obsessed with Coachella, but then again, he also lives near Coachella.
Don't tell them.
I'm not saying more specifically. Jeez.
God. Why
not
must you out this man like that?
Listen, girl, I'm just saying he just lives near Coachella. I'm not saying that he's all the way in a specific area. That could be the same way with me. I'm near the Rocky Steps at the Philly Art Museum. So.
And I'm right next to the Big O.
You know what? Wolfie, stop
We were
not
talking
asking too
about
many
least
questions.
favorite meme.
Oh yeah, least favorite meme. What's your least favorite meme, Wolfie?
Kazoo Kid.
Oh, Kazoo!
Dude, I never really understand the full purpose of that meme. It was just like, what the fuck? It's just a kid fucking playing on a kazoo. There's nothing fucking magical about that shit.
Funny enough, there was a channel that actually found the person that was Kazoo Kid and actually had people like meet him in person and stuff like that. And they figured it out when he did the "Wait a minute, who are you?"
Dude, dude, as soon as I saw that meme, I was like, dude, fuck, dude, god, dude, kid playing on a fucking kazoo literally punched me in the fucking face, dude.
What about you, Daze? What is in your opinion? What do you think is the worst meme that has been going around?
I do not know.
Anything that involves repo, I think.
No, he's a repo fanatic.
I do not know. Okay, I really do not know what's my least favorite meme. I've been seeing so many shit. Okay, so many.
He's literally scarred for life, dudes.
Yeah. Wolfie, do you got a question? Or actually, no, wait. Daze hasn't asked any questions yet. Do you have a question?
Yeah. Let's let him ask.
What is the mean of E?
The mean of E is
What's the
square
meaning of
root
E?
time and money, which equals women.
The meaning of E is simply E.
Simply of E.
Simply of E. That's the best thing they
don't-
come up with?
You don't need to think. You don't need to think of anything complicated, anything philosophical, logical, and like that. It's just E.
Yes.
Imagination.
Yeah.
Imagination.
Imagination.
All right.
Oh.
But going back on topic.
Well, yes.
Just one quick thing. I'm just gonna make it quick, okay? Well, actually, what is your guys' favorite meme now? Now that we're on the topic of
My
least
favorite
memes.
meme.
Favorites?
Ooh. I think for me, it has to be the ones I've seen on TikTok, where it's somebody holding up like either a character or somebody else in their hands, and the other person's in their hands dancing and singing to "Rain Ding Dong" by Shiny. Like it is, like for example, it'd be Kang holding up Bubbles. As soon as Bubbles is like right in front of everybody, you just hear Bubbles. Maybe nigga bada moto made away, yeah. Like singing the song. I'm like, there's some creative ones out there. But I've been loving
What
those
about
whenever I
you,
see
man?
I'm gonna say the same thing. I'll know.
them. What's
Okay.
one that's been your favorite for all the memes?
Oh man, I'm gonna go down to the fucking archives of memes, dude. Okay, so
Hang
do
on.
you guys remember the yeah, go ahead. Dig right through it. Dig right fucking through it.
Hang on. I got a
Uh,
Rolodex. I need to go through it.
But no, in all seriousness, dude, do you guys remember that one TikTok meme that was going around where this one dude was like going like fucking lip syncing to fucking Candy Shop by 50 Cent, and he was just like he had like a pretty fucked up hairdo and shit, and then there was this one dude holding like a broom on top of his head where it was just like he was like mouthing to fucking Candy Shop, and he was like, yeah, uh-huh. And there was this one
The
dude
only
holding a broom on the back of his head, and then it was just a cascading meme of fucking memes upon fucking memes, where
Oh
one
my
dude was
lord.
holding another thing on top of the other dude's head.
You mentioned
Most fucking random fucking thing that you can think of. Like you would see an air mattress on top of another dude's fucking head. And then that dude was holding another thing on top of another man's head. And then that dude was holding another thing on top of another man's head. It was just a cascading meme of just fucking different things being held on top of another man's head.
that is perfect. The other one that like you mentioned TikTok stuff. I'll go ahead and ask this question. What has been a video that you've seen on TikTok that you just can't get enough of? Every time you go back, like scroll to TikTok, you go back to your favorites and go find that video just to watch it again and again.
Let me go ahead and answer that one for you right now. Hold on a sec. As a matter of fact, why don't we ask Daze? Hold on. Why don't you talk to Daze real quick about that while I pull it up?
All right, what's a video on TikTok that you always go back to?
I do not know.
Oh my lord.
I do not know. Okay, there's so many videos that's out there
That is
that
true.
just you can't choose.
I'm going back to I'm actually going to open up TikTok and that's not it. I'm actually going to find that video because there's a few that I have really enjoyed watching. Oh, you know what it is? I remember it off the top of my head. It is the I can remember it off the top of my head. It's son, you need a bath. You stink. I can't, Dad. There's a killer clown using the bathroom. Oh, for Pete's sake. There's no such thing as a killer clown using the bath. And then it cuts to a picture of Pennywise naked in the tub. And you just hear a slowed down version of Wiggle by Jason Derulo. As soon as, like, there's no killer clown using the bath. Patty cake. Koosh. Son, there's a killer clown using the bathroom. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Wait. If we're talking Pennywise, which one are we talking about? Tim Curry or Bill Skarsgård?
It's probably Bill Skarsgård's version because of the hairdo. But it was a drawing of that Pennywise naked in a bathtub pulling a Kim Kardashian. And you would just hear a slowed down version of Wiggle. Specifically the part where you hear, patty cake with no hands. Got me in this club making wedding plans.
Oh, fuck. All right, I found the meme that's been fucking playing in my head for like the past fucking 5 minutes now. Here it is.
Follows, when you put your big fat belly on her back while you bang her doggy.
The fuck?
The Los Polos TV, dude. The Los Polos TV.
Oh, the other one that I've been getting stuck in my head lately. The Brown Man.
It says literally the most fucked up meme you could possibly think of.
What is the most messed up meme I could think of? Ooh. It's a scene from the one animated film that stars John Cena as a bull, and it's the three rodent
Ferdinand the Bull.
characters. Yes, Ferdinand the Bull, and it's like I'm uno, I'm dos, and I'm cuatro. Oh, what happened to Trace? We do not speak a tres. And it was always like when they say what happened to Trace, it always goes to a flashback of somebody taking a pew pew, because we're gonna have this on YouTube, taking a pew pew and unaliving a rat on a post. So,
Totally.
to me, that's messed up. But I'm always like, it's unexpected because it's like you kind of think that might have been the case.
Yes, true.
So, let me check the time limit here. I think we have time for 2 more questions. I'm gonna save mine for last. Daze, do you have a question? Actually, let's do 3 more questions. Each of us get a question. We'll start with you, Daze. What is a question that you have for all of us?
The question I have for all of you. The question.
Go ahead, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. You know what? What is both of you guys' favorite thing to do in IOL? Favorite thing to do.
You know what? I'm gonna be very, very niche in my answer.
It's outside your house.
I was gonna get to that. Something that I enjoy. I don't do it enough, but
Masturbate.
I. Oh my lord! That's not the answer I was looking for. Oh man. But no, for me,
Kick both of you guys' ass.
For me, the one thing that I love to do outside the house, which I need to do more often, is going to flea markets.
Interesting.
The-
I was never really expecting you to, go to flea markets and stuff like that, Daze.
You mean Dusty?
Yes, sorry, I'm fucking drunk right now. Fucking.
I was gonna say, I think the liquor hit you a little too quick.
Yeah, lightweight, right here.
Same here. But no, the reason why I say flea markets is because actually I'm gonna try and start doing a thing where I find old guitars or guitars that people don't want, flip them and sell them. Like I'll do some like wood burnings.
Like
I might
houses?
do like a. Huh?
Like houses?
In a way, yeah. But I modify the guitars to either play better, have interesting designs on them, and stuff like that. And funny enough that I mentioned that, I have literally like 2 that are in the works. One I'm getting a wood burning done on it, and the other one I'm going to try and change the color of and make it more of what I call a dirty gold color, which is taking gold paint and then I just like mist a bit of black paint on it to make it look a little darker and a little dirtier. So, but yeah, for me, it'll be flea markets to flip guitars.
Okay.
What about you?
Maybe Daze should answer that question next.
Oh, Daze. What about you?
Oh.
As he no standing on the couch.
I pressed up my mistake. My favorite thing to do that's outside, it's of course, like, I love amusement parks. I love going to concerts. I love basically just like have fun, hang out. Anything. Like I love doing new things. New different things. That is like completely to get me out of the house for a little bit.
There you go.
So,
And
yeah.
Wolfie.
How about you?
Of course. Save the best for last, of course. I'm kidding. Um, um, hmm. Well, I think the one thing that I really love to do when I'm, outside of the house and stuff like that, I really can't say much for this place right now. As you guys probably have noticed, I moved into a new place not that long ago. Um, yeah. And by the way, the new place is fucking amazing, dude. It's just one of the best things
Nice.
that I've gotten thus far, and it makes me, have a little bit more independence, and that is one thing that I've actually strived for. But the one thing that I absolutely love doing, golf, outside of the house, of course. I got a stack of clubs that my grandma gave me when I was about probably 15. They still fit me, and they're still amazing golf clubs, of course. And like Daze said too, I like going out to concerts too. As a matter of fact, I've got a couple of tickets that I am looking to go burn for Black Veil Brides and Amity Affliction. And I'm gonna go see those guys in consecutive days. Uh, Black Veil Brides on Saturday, and then Amity Affliction on Sunday. So definitely my favorite pastimes that I love to do outside of the house: golf and concerts. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but on my Instagram feed, which is SamJK44 on Instagram, I post a lot of concert videos from A Day to Remember, because I grew up with A Day to Remember. Um, like all my life, my favorite thing that I absolutely loved listening to when I was a kid was A Day to Remember. As a matter of fact, they've been the childhood band I've I've started walking. I think I started listening to them when I was like 5, and yeah, they have been a staple in my life for like all of my life, and I've never listened to anyone else other than I did remember Black Veil Brides and um, Amity Affliction. And yeah, my entire like um, what do you call it? My Instagram feed is like completely covered in A Day to Remember stuff. Because, well, like I said, I grew up with A Day to Remember. I love A Day to Remember. Neil Westfall has even liked a couple of my posts on that social feed, which is really really fucking cool.
Nice.
And yeah. And by the way, Neil's like my favorite member of the band, because he's just like me. He's definitely outgoing and socially awkward, just like myself.
You both mentioned going to concerts. I didn't want to say that, but I will say I also do like going to concerts. In fact, you said you're going to go see Black Veil Brides and Amity Affliction in
Mm-hmm.
concert. In May, I'm going to go with a buddy of mine who Daze also knows. I think you also know, Ice Storm. And we're going to go
Yeah.
see Electric Callboy and Polaris and Scene Queen in DC.
Polaris. Isn't that the dudes that sang South Park theme?
No, you're thinking of Primus.
Oh, yes, Primus, of course.
Polaris is a metalcore band out of Australia, just like Parkway Drive.
And Amity Affliction.
Exactly. So I'm gonna be seeing them in concert in May, and then my dad and myself are looking to go to a festival in September in my state that we've gone to for many many years to see bands like Skillet, Pillar, Spoken, Nine Lashes, and a whole bunch of other artists that we all like my dad and my brother and myself like, because like I said, I may be a rock and metal head, but I'm also a music head. I love all sorts of music. So, um, yeah. So, two more questions. Wolfie, what is your question?
actually one more, considering that we've already asked. Wait, did we start with Daze?
We started with Daze. We're going to you, and I'm going to go last.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. Sorry. Um, what's your guys' favorite hobby?
Daze, why don't you go ahead and start? What's your favorite hobby?
My favorite hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm to call like, of course, like, my favorite hobby to look at like what's it called? I like meteorology. So like storm wise, like
Oh,
um
cool.
so I love the weather. Like I usually like look at like storm that's coming in or like storm that's passing by or um like tornadoes, hurricane. I love majority of the time that like other people are talking about it more. Just love listening. Just see how.
Rainy days, you would probably have a fun time in Nebraska.
Pretty much in the plains, like plains or like the south. Just 'cause most of the joy of the storms are out there more. So, babe, what is your favorite hobby?
For me, it would have to be, and I want to get out and do this more, but with my work schedule, I haven't had any chances to, because most of these events happen right on my weekend to work, and that is air show photography.
Oh, so like the Blue Angels and stuff like that, right?
Exactly. I've gone like years and years ago.
Cool.
I've gone to like all sorts of different airports and air bases for some of these air shows. In my area, that is like, I've gone as far north as New York for a couple shows. I've gone as far east as New Jersey. I've gone as far west as not really far west. I haven't gone to really any ones in the west, but far south I've gone is Virginia Beach for one. So I've actually at one point was in a website called Flickr. That was like a Yahoo photo sharing page, and I used to share some of my airshow photography on that website. Now, I wouldn't do any crazy edits or nothing because at the time I sucked at Photoshop, but I would try to get some really, really cool pictures. Like I've gone some really cool pictures at like Atlantic City. I've gotten some cool pictures at McGuire Air Force Base. Some pictures at Andrews Air Force Base in Maryland. Which, for those who don't know, Andrews Air Force Base is the home of the presidential plane Air Force One. So if you ever go to DC and you see the helicopter for the president go flying over, I'm saying president, doesn't matter who it is as president. You see the presidential copter fly over and you see it flying towards the east, it is heading to Andrews Air Force Base to get onto Air Force One. Which, funny enough, I have seen Air Force One fly. When I was on a trip with my brother and my dad to Hershey Park. We were getting ready to walk into Hershey Park. I hear a really loud noise. I look up, and through the clouds, I see Air Force One.
Man, that's fucking cool.
And I'm just gonna say this: if you wanna see a plane that makes you think of Jurassic Big, that is the plane.
So true, so true.
Now, what about you? What is your favorite hobby?
Oh, yes, of course. Baseball cards. As a matter of fact, any sort of trading card out there is definitely my favorite hobby. I think the last time I checked my collection, I'm at like $900 for my collection of just baseball cards, basketball cards, Pokemon cards. No, I'm not one of those. But you heard it from me here, folks. I'm not one of those like scalpers that like fucking go to like fucking GameStop and shit like that, try and cut the line and shit like that, trying to go get a fucking stack of Pokemon cards. Because
He secretly started the whole chain of
honestly,
scalpers going to CVS to steal the Pokemon cards.
I mean, literally, there is a CVS that I live right next to that has just been raided for Pokemon cards, and I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? It's just like, what the fuck, man? You know? But yeah, I like collecting baseball cards, fucking. I got like probably fucking $500 worth of Shohei Ohtani cards right now that have not been graded yet, and I got one like graded card that's a Peyton Manning hologram that I have not yet gotten rid of, but I think it's definitely gonna stay in the collection for a little bit.
The alcohol has kicked in pretty good right there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And you know what? To end off the question, speaking of alcohol, we're gonna end it off with this one. What is your favorite drink? Alcoholic drink or favorite mixed drink? And we don't have to say just alcohol. We can say non-alcoholic if you're not a drinker. So in this case, we'll go down the line this way and end it off with that. So go ahead, Wolfie. What is your favorite drink?
Good question, man. I think both. Well, it's kind of a mix between alcoholic and non-alcoholic. But for me personally, I love a good glass of Johnny Walker. It don't matter what kind of Johnny Walker it is, as long as it's good Johnny Walker. That is my poison right there. But on mixed drinks, I'd probably have to say mojito. I love mojitos. And my non-alcoholic drink of choice, Red Bull.
All right, Daze.
So, of course, I've been to a couple of different bars.
But what would be like if you were to go to a bar? What would be your alcoholic drink of choice?
So honestly, like what the bars I go to, it has a lot of different drinks. A lot of themed drinks, to be honest. There was one drink that I tried. It was called it was called uh Yoshi's Tavern. So it's like whiskey, lemonade, rum, called like it had a bunch of mixtures. I forgot what it was, but it was really good. But my non-alcoholic drink, uh majority of the time, it's the um a brisk iced tea. Brisk iced tea.
Any particular kind of brisk?
Oh, please. Any type of it.
All right.
But you,
and
babe?
as for me, alcoholic drinks, it is actually my buddy Gure Okami's Gure Okami's watermelon Jolly Rancher shot or watermelon Jolly Rancher drink, and for non-alcoholic, it is Dr. Pepper. I love Dr. Pepper and Coke Zero.
Okay, respect.
And
Going back to that topic before we close out, guys.
Okay.
The only when you brought up brisk days, that automatically reminded me of the one commercial that Eminem did for brisk.
Oh my!
The one where he's like, I get asked to do commercials all the time, and I always had to say the same thing. First, I need some hot chick. Second, we go to my house so I don't have to film anywhere. Third, I record my own song.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
But
And
I will
that's
also
all
say
the
this.
time we have for today.
Exactly. I was gonna say this. For those that are wondering why I picked Coke Zero, is because I like the taste of Coke Zero more than regular Coca-Cola. Regular Coca-Cola to me is very syrupy, so it's not the whole thing of like the chemicals. So shut up. Anyways, but like Dave said, that is all the time we have for our first episode. Any final words before we sign off?
Big hard cock.
And that is where we go from the letter sponsored by the letter E to sponsored by the letter H. Now you know. I will say for all of us, we're gonna upload this onto YouTube at some point, whether it be on Sunday or Monday. But we will be trying to get a lot of these episodes out as fast as we can. And on top of that, if you want to check us out on our socials, go ahead, Wolfy. What was some of your socials you want to promote?
SamJH44.
On Instagram or all platforms?
Instagram.
All right. You can check me out personally, YouTube at DustyDan95. My other socials at DustyDan1995. Or if you want to support monetarily, which I will be making a separate Ko-Fi for the show. If you want to support us all monetarily, for me personally, Ko-Fi.com/DustyDan95rock. And then we'll get a Ko-Fi set up for the show at Ko-Fi.com/eboxpodcast. Daze, where can they check
That
you
will work.
out social media wise?
None of the concerns e.com.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, thank you so much for checking out the ebox podcast. We will see you again next time. As I always say when I walk off the stage, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Good night, everybody.
Night, guys.